Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to Konexio Technical Insight. I'm Rahul Randeria. I will be the host for today's show. Today, we will be discussing regarding the trend setups in Nifty, Bank Nifty, and individual stocks. Last week, we have discussed that Nifty might test the levels of 13,150 to 13,200, where we might see some sort of selling pressure at higher levels. But Nifty did test those levels, but there was not a single session where we have seen that selling pressure was seen at the higher levels, and Nifty ended on a positive bias. So definitely, the momentum, even though the prices have overstretched, the indicators are into overbought territory. The prices are showing strength at these levels. So I feel that the trend is intact. Still, there is some sort of exhaustion, as we can see on the daily charts, from the levels of almost 12,500. This is a chart from of last 1.5 years. But if we look at the support or the recent support, where Nifty from almost from 10,500, it has rallied very sharply in just 8 to 10 trading sessions, which tested around 12,800, uh, 13,000. Then it tested the highs of almost 13,258. So definitely, again, you can see Nifty has been moving from March lows in an upward rising channel, making higher top, higher bottoms, and it is just nearing its resistance area in the overbought territory. But on the daily charts, again, this is a weekly chart, but on a daily chart, I just wanted to mention that it has formed a strong candle where this rally might extend from the current levels towards the further higher levels, because the US market is also closed on the strong note. So definitely we might see some sort of maybe 1.5, 2% upside from the current levels in the Nifty. So now the support in the Nifty are placed at 13,152, and if it breaks, then next support is at 12,962. These are the spot levels. As far as the resistance are concerned, the upside resistance are placed at 13,350. If it closes above those levels, then the next level would be around 13,513. So these are the levels where Nifty might trade for the next week. So most probably the range in the Nifty for the next week is coming around 12,962 on the downside, and on the upside 13,513 on the upside. So this is the range for at least for the next week. I would recommend to buy on dips in Nifty for a target of almost 13,513 on the upside. One should wait for some intraday correction, then enter low positions in the Nifty. Now in Bank Nifty, what I've seen on the weekly charts, the Bank Nifty has formed an inside inside bar candle. And on the daily charts, Bank Nifty has been moving in the upward rising channel as shown in the charts, making higher tops, higher bottoms from the October's lows. Still, the trend is been into a sideways territory, a sideways consolidation mark, and it is on the verge of a breakout. But looking at the Friday's candle, I feel that Bank Nifty might see an upside breakout and rally from the current levels. Even though the prices are into overbought setup, the prices are showing some sort of strength. And as I said, that international market has also closed. Specifically, Dow Jones has also closed at its lifetime high. So we might see some sort of further follow-on buying in Bank Nifty also. So any opportunity in Bank Nifty should be used to buy. Now, the support and resistance in the Bank Nifty are placed at, first of all, I will discuss the supports. The supports are placed at 29,624. And if it breaks, then next support is coming around 29,149. These are the spot levels. On the upside, the major resistance are placed at 30,526. And if it closes above those levels, then the next level is coming around 31,085 levels. So these are the most probable levels or the range for the next week in the Bank Nifty. So most probably the range is coming around 29,000 on the downside and 31,085 on the upside. Buy on dips at least for the next week in Bank Nifty also. And further, if there is any correction, we would update in the next show. Now, on the derivative fronts, I would like to discuss the derivatives strike price in the calls and puts where the strong position has been built. First of all, I would like to discuss regarding the Nifty. In the Nifty, the strong position where we have seen in the Nifty calls are around 13,200, which is in the money call. Next is 13,300, and further 13,500. And 13,500, which is matching with our resistance, is around 13,513. As you can see on the on the screen, that after LTP, the percentage change, what we have seen are in the positive territory, which clearly indicates that there has been a strong buying interest in the Nifty calls around in the 13,200, 13,300, 13,500. Now in Nifty puts, where the strong open interest has been built, are placed at 13,200, which is again uh, an in the money put, 13,100 on the downside, and 13,000, which is a psychological mark. Now, especially in these put open interest, we can clearly see in the percentage change that there has been a reduction in the percentage change, which clearly indicates there that on the downside, on the puts, uh, it has clearly seen the writing of the puts, which clearly indicates that 13,000 would act as a very strong support for the next week, and any correction in the Nifty should be used to buy for an upside target of 13,500. So definitely the range again in the Nifty calls and puts is around 13,000 on the downside, and on the upside 13,500. Now in Bank Nifty, what we have seen that strong open interest has been built in the Bank Nifty calls strike price, which are on the upside 30,000, 30,500, and 31,000. These are the calls where Bank Nifty is indicating the strong position building. Again, after after the LTP price, there is a column called percentage change, where clearly it has indicated that it has the long open interest building up in the Bank Nifty calls, which is around again 30,000, 30,500, and 31,000. So most probably next week we might see 31,000 coming in Bank Nifty. Again, traders should buy on dips only, because on Friday we have seen a sharp spike in the Bank Nifty. So any dips should be used as a buying opportunity. Now when Bank Nifty puts, the strong open interest where we have seen are 29,500 and 29,000. As you can clearly see on the screen, the percentage chain has seen a drastical fall, which clearly indicates that there has been a strong writing in 29,500 puts and 29,000 puts. So most probably the range in the Bank Nifty for next week would be around 29,000 on the downside and 31,000 on the upside. These are the most the the farthest end of calls and puts. So traders are again recommended to buy on dips in Bank Nifty also, specifically for the next week. Now for the final segment of the today's show is the long-term investment or the investment call. I have identified one mid-cap stock, which is HEG Limited. The stock has formed a flag formation on the daily charts, where we have seen the last 10 to 15 trading session there has been a strong rise in the percent of the volumes. The stock is on the verge of a flag pattern breakout. So stock is closed at around 837. So at current levels and even on corrections, investors can buy the stock at current levels and on dips. My upside potential target for the stock is around 1025 in HEG Limited. So definitely this is the stock for long-term investment from the current levels. Traders are and short-term investors or swing traders can accumulate the stock at current levels and on correction for a target of 1025. So after this completion, after this discussion, I would like to conclude the call today. the show today. Uh, Thank you very much for watching this show. Any suggestion you can recommend in the comment box. For live update in Nifty and Bank Nifty calls or stock individual stock, you can connect me on my Twitter handle, which is @Rahul Randeria. So thank you very much again for watching this show and have a nice trading week. Thank you.